everybody, good morning and welcome back to Fun Facts with Faith. Today I wanted to share with you a couple of astronomical quirks that I have become aware of. So the first is that for a brief period of time, the Earth had two moons. The first was the moon that we all know and love. The second moon was potentially some kind of rock, we don't know what kind of rock, that was about the size of a compact car. Too small to see with the naked eye. Its discovery, called 2020 CD3, was announced in February. And astronomers calculate that it had been circling for the Earth for about a year, or maybe a little bit longer. So this mini moon, 2020 CD3, fits into a category called temporarily captured objects, which are things, which could be rocks or could be space junk, floating around that come close enough to the Earth to be sort of pulled into our gravitational sphere. And they hang out for a little while and then they get kicked out again. So as an example, in 2003, a discarded rocket booster from the Apollo 12 mission entered the Earth's vicinity, looped around a few times, and escaped again. So because of competing forces, gravitational forces from our planet and from our moon, 2020 CD3 had sort of a rambling orbit rather than a stable loop, so it's not really a surprise that around March 7th it passed outside the Earth's Hill sphere. The Hill sphere is the region around a planet where its gravity dominates, and sort of continued on its journey through space. And based on its trajectory and the math, which I am not qualified to interpret, it's predicted to make its next close pass to Earth in March 2044. So keep your eyes peeled, or your telescopes. The other thing I wanted to talk about today is Venus. Venus is an oddball planet. First of all, it has a day that's longer than its year, which lasts 243 Earth days and 224 Earth days, respectively. So that means it takes longer for it to complete one rotation than it does for it to orbit around the sun once. And this is probably because it's so close to the sun, it gets just sort of screwed up by the gravitational forces there. But it also spins the wrong direction. All the planets in our solar system spin counterclockwise, but Venus spins clockwise. So we don't really know why. There are a couple of theories. The first theory, which I had not heard of until I started prepping this video, I thought was very interesting, is that Venus is actually still spinning counterclockwise, it's just upside down. So that is, it was spinning in this direction, and then at some point it just completely flipped its axis 180 degrees, so that it's still spinning, like the actual planet itself never changed its direction of spin, but because the axis flipped completely, it now looks like it's spinning clockwise instead of counterclockwise. And that might have been also, again, gravitational forces, very strong tides on the planet somehow caused it to flip. We don't really know. The other theory is that it actually changed its direction of spin, and some people propose that it like slowed, came to a standstill and then fully reversed. And then some people theorize that it was struck in a very large collision, which was sufficient to interrupt it and send it spinning back the other direction. So, those are your quirky astronomy facts for the day. Astrology is still fake. I'll see you tomorrow for more fun facts. Bye!